Hello, dear students. Welcome back to my YouTube channel eContent VB. Dear students, in the previous video, we have already discussed what is the meaning of cost accounting record and what are the rules under section 148 of the Companies Act 2014. The rules regarding that who is liable to maintain the cost accounting record and who should get the cost accounting records audited, and all these things we have discussed in the earlier video. Now today's point for discussion is cost records and verification of cost records. So dear students, when I say cost record and verification of cost record, the both these terms they are related with the cost audit. So cost audit is the audit of cost records. A cost auditor, he checks the cost accounting record to verify the cost statements are properly drawn up as per the records and that they present the true and fair view of the cost of production and the marketing of various products dealt with by the industry. So cost audit is nothing but it's a continuous examination of cost record in relation to material, labor, overheads, which are termed as verification of cost record. The cost auditor, he verify the cost records very carefully. For example, what the cost auditor verifies, he verifies the record of material, record of labor, overhead, depreciation, work in progress, store, and spare part. So when I say he is going to verify the cost record, so first of all you should able to know how the cost auditor he is checking the record of material. As far as material is concerned, auditor he ascertain that the maximum level, minimum level, reordering stock level, whether they are reasonable or not. It means whether these level are properly fixed or their quantity is properly maintained or not. In the second case, in case of overstocking, shortage of raw material, wastage of raw material, it should be ascertained properly so that a cost auditor he should give suggestions to avoid such kind of things. Cost auditor he checks the order letter, comparative statement of quotation, the purchase of material, the comparative rates. If the purchase price is more than the standard cost, then he should inquire why purchases are affected at the higher prices. So it's a duty of the cost auditor to inquire about it, and even he should check the invoice of the goods received note, material or the store ledger, and he just also able to just get the keeper's book also inspected by the cost auditor. Material inspection slip, material transfer, material return slip, with the job accounts and the cost of production account, all these accounts are being verified by the cost accountant. Then he also ascertain the correct value of the goods issued to the different jobs and the contract. He should also check the bin card and the entries which are mentioned in the material requisition slip and the store register. He reconciles the total material consumed with the cost sheet and store ledger, so that he should check the cost sheet that how normal and abnormal wastages are being treated. He also sees that even if there is any adequate control on store or not, but it should not result in unnecessary paperwork and delay in supply of the required raw material to the job and the contract. The cost auditor he should also go and check the pilferage in the production department and whether it has been avoided or not. He should ensure that the scrap and the spoilage they are properly being considered and accounted. He should compare the current financial material, current financial year's material consumption with the last year's consumption. So it means that whenever cost auditor he record, he just go and check the cost record and he verify the cost record. All these points are to be checked as far as material record is concerned. Now whereas as far as labor and wage record is concerned, as far as labor wage record, cost auditor he should study the method of wage payment in the organization, compare the time card with the attendance register. He should compare the job card with the production register. He should ensure the good and efficient check system for the preparation of wage record and payment of wages. Overtime payment, if it is made, he should see that it was properly authorized and quite reasonable. Any payment of bonus or premium as an incentive which is made to the worker, he should check it with the voucher bank account and ensure its genuineness. If the payment of wages and salaries are being made in addition to the plant and assets, he should see that whether they are charged to the concerned asset account. He should also ensure that allocation of direct and indirect wages is properly made. He should also see if in case whether there is a idle time, and how the company has been avoided such kind of idle times, so that these idle time salaries or wages has to be minus from their payment of the workers. And in case of idle time, it should be separately recorded and the properly treatment should be given. If there is any abnormal idle time, the cost auditor he should inquire about the same in detail. He should know the reason for it is abnormal idle time given by the authority are not genuine. Then point out this fact to the management and make sure that these variances are reasonable with the authority. He should also compare the current year's labor cost with the last year's labor cost. If there is any increase, he should make an inquiry about it and he should get the proper satisfactory reason for the same, for the increased cost of labor. He should also compare the total labor cost of various jobs with the time summaries. And lastly, the cost auditor he should suggest the ways and means to reduce the abnormal idle time and wastage to the management. And third point is that is the record of overhead. So overhead record, there are certain indirect expenses, as we know that it has to be allocated to the different jobs such as power, rent, salaries. The cost auditor's duty is to see that these expenses are properly allocated to the different job and contract. And there are manufacturing, administrative, selling and distribution overheads are also there. These overheads should be shown separately and it should be allocated to the different job. So cost auditor has to check that accuracy of the overhead charge and their allocation of the different jobs or contract, principles of allocation of overhead, consistency in the allocation, fairness of basis of allocation, excess of overhead expenses than budgeted or standard expenses. If there is any change in method of allocation of overhead expenses, it should be inquired by the cost auditor. Whereas in case of depreciation records are concerned, cost auditor has to see that there is an adequate provision for depreciation and it has to be provided on all assets of the company. And for that asset, register has to be maintained and it should be up to date, right from the acquisition, addition during the year, renovation, as well as cost of asset. It has to be mentioned in the asset register. Addition to the asset and renovation, it should be separately recorded and it has to be considered for depreciation also. Cost auditor he has to see the rate of depreciation as per the section 205 subsection 2 of the Companies Act, and the method should be consistently followed. He should ensure that the basis of allocation of depreciation to different job and the department is fair and proper. Whereas work in progress record is concerned, cost auditor has to see a work in progress of a work or a contract on which some processes are done and expenses are incurred, but on the balance sheet date it is still incomplete. Such type of work, if two-third work is completed, then only profit can be shown on it. The value of work in progress, it can be determined on the basis of cost sheet or a contract account. The regard to work in progress, the few things cost auditor he should take into account. The first thing is the cost sheet and the contract account has to be ascertained or calculated correctly to know the value of exact value of work in progress. Second thing, the basis of valuation and its appropriateness, it should be checked by the cost auditor. The basic principle of allocation of overhead expenses of the work in progress has to be checked. Consistency of method of allocation, it has to be again checked. The item of overhead has to be checked. And if the value of semi-manufactured goods is being disproportionate to the finished goods, the cost auditor has to make the inquiry for the same. Whereas last point, that is verification of stores and spare part is concerned. Spare parts they are usually kept to replace the old and the damaged parts of the plant and machinery. So stores is used in manufacturing process to maintain the plant and machinery. So auditor has to check these stores and spare parts also. The proper record of store and spare part, it has to be maintained by the company. If the stores and spare parts are issued, then the summary of that particular issue and whether they are charged to the correct amount, such as manufacturing, repairing, plant and machinery, etc., it has to be checked. So all these point has to be ensured by the cost auditor as far as cost record is concerned, and he not only has to ensure but also he should verify these record. Verification means checking the physically actual value and the book value which is mentioned in the cost record. So I hope, dear students, you might be able to understood what is the meaning of cost record and verification of cost record. I request you to please stay tuned with me and please like my video, subscribe my YouTube channel, and if you have any of the doubts or query regarding cost record and verification of cost record, kindly comment me in the comment box. Thank you for your watching. Thank you.